I'm back. So yeah, I'm doing some more stuff. Oh, wait, yeah, and if you see back here, I've got some nice things, and I'm going to show them quickly. I'm not going to actually do it in the first minute because this is messing up, and I keep jigging stuff around. So I'm going to wait until the first minute has passed, so this can't actually. Okay, so I'm going to wait for a couple of seconds to pass. Boop, 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 boop. Everything's set. Everything's there. I want to do this first. I love that this one's small because I thought this was a medium, but it isn't. So I love it. Doesn't matter. I just have a small one. You can still make that. So it's overall 5. So. Okay. So I have I got some disc plates, and I know this is up. So, this is actually right around. Look at this. It's magnetic, so it looks so you can connect to the wall and you can change them if you want to. So I want like to get a couple. So I'm like, I feel like this one. I feel like this one. So that one's really good. Ooh. Okay. I'm watching some of these because some of these I'm like, oh, I forgot, and there were some episodes I need to like sort of catch up on. That's the smaller one. Okay, and then the bigger one, which is right here. That one is the other one, so you won't see it in a minute, but you'll see it on the big one. And yeah, I got 2 from the same sort of series. Look at this, a Jinx one. Okay, I'm actually in the middle of this. I don't know why. This is so cool. I love this because you can, one, it's textured, so it's really cool and really amazing. You also get this. I love display. Again, magnetic, so much fun, so interesting. Is what you also have some wipes, which I'll just keep them there. But again, it looks cool. You also can put it on safely. It's so big, but then again, it's a poster. It makes sense for it being big. So yeah, this is really cool, and I really like this. And overall, I just really enjoy it. But yeah, I'm might quickly do the other one as well. This is so cool. But yeah, this is a smaller one. But yeah, I just redid it because then I can do the minute one. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing 9 minutes of just stuff. That's 1. I'm also going to check comments on both. So 3. Add 9, meaning 6 left. 4. My plan is to do the first couple of one of the duets. Because if I keep round. And yes, there could technically be 5, but because I'm doing this plus the 5, I'm going to do the clips on the 5. So that's the reason. It's not really a big one. It is the reason. Again, because it's 448. I just don't let this in my bag. That's like a lot of people sit down and have a pillow. I'm like, why? Why? Don't like that.
Sad. Over.
Okay, it's time. Oh. Hey, can you stop? Can you stop? I'll be in stop position. Jeez. What's wrong with this? This is hard, this is hard, this is hard. I'm so doing it wrong. That's all like, I would like the sound, please. Oh no, it's not going to work. Okay, now I'm just... I think I can solve, that would be useful, so I can undo this stuff. Yay, thank you. Yeah, it's all contained with 5. 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, Mississippi 5, Mississippi. I'm still looking at the camera and I don't want to look at the camera. It's just nerves. Okay, so we'll try it again. That's the only way. That's moving back and forth. I don't want to move back and forth. It's just... yeah. Closing my eyes doesn't actually help. That's what I'm going for. Two more. Yeah. I think it's just funny.
Hey, you know I absolutely love you, right? I'm a fictional character. Yeah, and you're my favorite individual in the world. I'm flattered, but I feel it's important to stress I'm not real. Just shut your beautiful, precious... Hey. Hey, you know I absolutely love you, right? I'm a fictional character. Yeah, and you're my favorite individual in...
Okay, need to redo that one. Okay, let me just trigger this up. No one. I just realized I'm just gonna keep this on. Yeah. 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 I wouldn't say extreme plot armor. It makes sense. I also love the fact that you will just get like heroes being like, oh yeah, I'm here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So then cross this. Go here. That doesn't matter. Oh wait, go into TikTok. Right, move this back to here. So there we get one final TikTok and then I can remove this from my face.
Someone or something else.
That's my favorite Doctor Who episode, legitimately. It is so good. I think it's like one of the really good episodes of Doctor Who that Peter Capaldi in was like the Murder Mystery. It's really interesting about like that. Hashtag nosy. Yeah, she's doing it on purpose this time. Okay. Ooh. I don't know if she's involved because something seems to be off. No, she is involved because like that is not normal. Ooh. Oh. Oh, Lord, that's menace. Salvatore was furious. I just love it looking at blood. Wow. Okay, so I need to just take this and do the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's more like not being sad. Okay, get out of that and put it into that and go straight into. Nope, that's no VPN. Okay, so first, let's open this. Because this is what I want to watch next. So weird looking at like some like old media, not because of like over joke, but you get to see like the intros and it looks so different. Like you saw the 20th century, it was like, and then you see what like the last 20th century, and it's like, and it's like really cool. Okay, so place that there. Grab this. Okay, that means I'm on 6. Oh, so I read the first line of this, and it's like, Dank remembers an awful game. It's like, why? I mean, I read the next line, you need to play it. It's like, if you mean awful as in immoral, there's a certain parts of it, I'm like, yeah, please, can we not have this? But in certain parts of it, it's like, that is awful psychologically, but it's fun. Actually, I'm gonna just pause this a sec. Okay, let's go on to. Actually, let's do this and this. Let's see. I just want to see the first one. Yeah. Yeah, fair. Okay. With that one, a lot of people like diss on like Leon's one, but you have to also take the fact most people you could make the argument that they might not be able to because you don't know how many like some of the people in the room are like I like you have no excuse like writer like there is a pop star she's dead she wouldn't know about it baseball star I would say that like oh they only did in Japanese and like they didn't really care. Um, some others are just like local to Japan, so might not want even care. Sakura, I would say like as a fighting professional in like martial arts, who probably has done tournaments. I think like she might have, but you can say straight. The one I'm like has no excuse is Togami because Togami is a business person. And I'm not gonna say English is best language, yada yada yada. You must speak English, but I'm pretty sure a lot of businesses speak it. So I'm like, but I get it as yeah. Yeah, that I hate. Which, if you see the original versus uses DID, which is the actual, which back then was an actual thing. But yeah, stupid. Yeah. Yeah, I might like use that for a run or something like that. Or maybe if I'm doing something else. But like that, like, I get it. There's some things in Danganronpa which they're using the idea, which is a valid excuse. Okay, let me just double check this. Hashtag love, hashtag fictional, hashtag character. So yeah, if you look at the idea, okay, okay, so let me just do step one and step two because I do not. So there's a thing being like in one of the trials, one of the things happens is one person has DID. I don't know what it goes now, but I think it was called DID back then, with multiple personalities. One, that's extremely dark. I would love if they, I would love if like, I know that's also saying taking the point, but I would love if they did like a also why am I wearing this? A sort of like a murder mystery, as like, oh, it's a person with DID, and they're just not nowhere near the person. Like they are actually the most innocent because like sometimes people with DID aren't murderers. Shocking, but yeah. But one of the things that we use is one of the things you have to try and be like the words, and then one of the words that you have to try and guess is what it's like how could she be in these two situations? How can she actually not understand and have this thing where like she's in these two situations, and why would that make sense? And like what is it, and why would she be able to like someone who will faint at the sign of blood be able to do all of these murders, etc., etc., etc. It was like, oh, that's because she's, and in the original it's DID because it's like, oh, there's two personalities, which can we please not refer to that? I've said it before again, but in English, like even in the fan translations, it did it better because the fan translations were the idea of the fan translations of it all had it being the idea as well. But the official one, the one that's in 1 and 2, and not Danganronpa, because Danganronpa, the first one, never got a translation, was Schizo. And why? That that's horrible. And I sometimes do sometimes like yeah you can change language because I'm reading a book in a way recently, and it's talking about like certain things and how language is used, and one of the ones that it talks about is the idea of uh, committing suicide, because if you commit something it is illegal by definition of commit. That's back in the days where it was technically illegal to commit suicide because suicide was a crime. Nowadays, it's been less so because it's not seen as a crime. That you should criminalize more like a mental thing about depression and seeking help. So a lot of people like say it should be you are taking your own life or you are ending your own life rather than commit because commit means crime. And at one point, I'm like fair, but I feel it's changed to the point. If you say that you think that's wrong, I think it's fair. I think it's valid. And that's one thing that could happen. But it is one of the things that, like, language is such murkiness, definitely with English being horrible. So yeah, it's a bit like language is a bit complicated. It looks really good, the original Alien. It realistically means that three of them might be taken by Alien. I also want to watch a bit more Rim Penrose because Rim Penrose seems fun and hilarious. Definitely for shorts. I hope, hopefully nowadays that just something being repeated will be not worth being like, oh yeah, there's intelligent life forms there, because that is one of the most easiest things to like just fake. Oh, that is 9. I'm like, oh shoot, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, that is correct. Okay, so move his head, put it in there. Okay, and let's go to photos. Let's select. Okay, actually I'm gonna move it back. Big. Okay. Okay, so that's good and that's good. Meaning I'm gonna set this. Also, I love realistically. This is hilarious. That you have just a one-off season and then a shotgun of 6 of like seasons. Like shotgun has like sort of like a burst of 3 seasons, and then one season, and then a blast of another 3 seasons. Which one's going to be a bit longer than another. One's literally still going to be what? Still going to be like. Did I do Simpsons for longer? Yeah, I didn't. I did Simpsons for 1 minute. Yeah, green screen Simpsons. Oh, it is 3 minutes. Ah. But I haven't got anything for it. So luckily, I don't need to worry about writing it again. And if I forget to copy and paste, well. Boom, 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 boom. I love how Alien starts off like pretty slow actually. It's not bad. It's got like this sort of like atmosphere to it. There's not really a lot to it. And I feel like movies don't have that too often nowadays. Luckily, I think I've got like one more day left. I don't know what's going to be the last 2 things that I use. That like brings up, because I've got a couple other things to do, but I don't know what would be. I think that's really it for what I want to talk about because of my Christmas thing. Besides the plates. And the being put a stream being like, good night, I'll see you in a bit, not for YouTube though. And I make that a whole thing. Okay, let me just. Also, just realised something. Beep. Doesn't work, I'm gonna delete. But this one. House hunting. Because I just finished House hunting. Also, I was watching Fate and a lot of people being like, oh, what's your favorite Fate? I just stopped it because I'm like, I feel like I'm missing out on something, and if I'm doing that constantly, I don't really like that. so much. So yeah. Okay. Oh, I've got it now. Not completely. Okay, so I know I'm saying fantasy, but it's fantasy like with sciencey fantasy. uh, I think it's done. Yeah, it's done. So I can put this to full screen. I'm gonna take it off fantasy actually. I think I just get rid of, it's not gonna be too long. Alright, so okay, so okay. So like I did yesterday, and this is only because I've got a weekend. Usually I'll just do it for 5 days and then be done with it. But because today is just after coming to holiday, and then I'm going to the weekend and this is covering for that, this is happening. So I'm gonna go and then immediately come back for stream. If it's for you, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're not gonna see a difference. So who cares? I'm covering for you, YouTube. So yeah, good night.